Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to the show. I am Miriam Longe, and with me, as usual, are my co-hosts. Hello, ladies. Topsy Tops, how are you doing?
Grateful to God. Tearing eye, but totally grateful to God.
Tearing?
Yes, my cream got into my eye, and I've been crying since morning. Water coming out, so my makeup is a bit small, but we'll be all right throughout the show.
It's a bit puffy as well. So sorry.
You have to take care of your eyes.
So that was why you use the hair to
sort of like cover it up a bit.
Cover up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But we're twinning.
Yeah, I see that.
Dami and I.
I also have one head just like this. I wore it only once and I refuse to wear it again.
Maybe we'll have an Afro table.
You know?
YK will love
Let's
it. How you doing?
Dami, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing very well.
Okay,
we're still around. We're still living. We're still breathing. We're grateful.
Good.
We're still doing the business of interior design arrangements.
Ramsey,
I'm doing very well. Salam alaikum. We're still producing. We still have our granola oil. We still have our fonio acha. We have our spices.
Thank you, ladies. And I'm still doing well, and I'm still here. And we're going straight into the papers today. We're starting with The Nation. Major headline: The Nation. Senate takes steps to fast-track Electoral Act 2022 amendment. Katsina State CJ, no bandits released in exchange for peace. Turkey trip will boost insurgency battle. Okay. And then we have electronic transfer of resource. Beavers use may be legalized. Police get new DIG, AIGs as PSC elevates 26,119 inspectors to ASPs. We have at the very top, Zulum OK's direct payments of local government allocations. Senate probes deplorable snail speed train services. And we have First Lady institutes 50 million naira endowment fund at Tasfield. NEL fund extend 2025-26 loan application deadline to February 27th. What do we have in The Nation?
I have the last one of the First Lady. She actually established a 50 million endowment fund at Tasfield, Esholari, Federal University of Education. The First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, has established a 50 million endowment at Esholari Federal University of Education, Tasfield, in Ijagun, Ogun State. Mrs. Tinubu's gesture took place during the university's transfer from the Ogun State government to the federal government and the institution's 17th convocation ceremony. The First Lady also donated 50 CNG buses and 30 tricycles yesterday to the students of the Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Osun State. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had approved the transfer of Tasfield in March last year, and during the convocation, the First Lady, who was represented by the Vice President's wife, Hajia Hannah Shetima, was decorated with the award of Doctor of Science honoris causa in childhood education. Okay. Of course, the former governor Olusegun Osobatu was also bestowed an award, and Mrs. Tinubu urged the students, the graduates, to be worthy ambassadors of their great alma mater in Nigeria. And she also asked them to be to emulate the good of other Nigerians who have actually put the country on the global space.
Okay.
So I have the story. Kaduna, Abuja, real. Okay. So the Senate has decided to probe. They have a ad hoc committee headed by Adams Oshiomhole. It's going to have a 6-week period to review the Kaduna-Abuja train snail speed. In 2015, I was on this table, in another table, but we were celebrating the fact that there was now a train that was fast. It was doing 1 hour, 30 minutes from Abuja to Kaduna and back. Right now, it's doing over 3 hours between Abuja and Kaduna. They said then they were having 10 trips every day. Now, just one go, one come back daily. Then 10,000 Nigerians were going from Kaduna to Abuja. Now, less than 1,000 people are using that train. They even tested it with Keke Napep, that if you use Keke Napep to go from Abuja to Kaduna, you will reach there before train would arrive. So there is a problem. And it's a problem that Nigeria has complained about in many other areas, lack of maintenance. So I'm looking forward to what the SADC committee would do in terms of their report. But more importantly, we have a real commission. Why did we wait until things got this bad before we are escalating the problems?
Since the attack on that particular
train, there's insecurity and then all of that. But it's something that you should really look into, because right now the number of passengers have even dropped.
Yeah, but what would I want to spend 3 hours?
And again, the roads are still not that safe. You see. So I have the gist from Katsina, that's the Chief Judge Musa Abakar Danladi on the gist of bandit. They said no bandit has been released in exchange for peace. As we all know, it's on social media, they have been saying that they kidnapped some people from a certain community, and that now he's now saying that he's dismissing the claims that 70 bandits were released in the state, and described the allegation that bandits were released in exchange for peace as unwarranted and unfounded. He is saying that they said that the state has been awash with reports alleging that the Katsina state government negotiated with bandits for the release of 70 of their detained suspects. But he is now saying that it's some people in the communities that went to negotiate with the bandit. They went ahead and negotiated with the bandits, and then the bandit now said that, okay, release this amount of our people, then we will now release the people that they kidnapped from the community. So and then the government is now saying that we will not participate, we don't negotiate with bandits, and we are not part of this. But that even if they are going to be part of this, they have to do it the right way. They will go through the courts and make sure that they have reasons to go into such kind of negotiations. Agreement. But for now, they are not part of it.
Okay, let's read the next paper we have here is The Punch. Major headline: Federal government's 9 trillion naira domestic loan surge drains lifeline from businesses. Plane crash kill Colombian lawmaker, 14 others. That's really sad. APC engaging Wike to resolve river crisis, says Bashiru. Meter cost spark discos. Federal government showdown on tariffs. We have $750 million World Bank loan. Federal government may raise taxes on alcohol and cigarettes. And at the very top strip, 2027 Oshomole Tambuwal on Senate's high-stakes Electoral Act review panel. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we will continue with the papers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to Eastland. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot on for you.
You already know, guys. eSplash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's eSplash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade,
and the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter. Hope now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija,
your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Think fast, play smart, win big, we cash. The game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still reviewing the top stories, and we've just looked at a bunch.
Okay,
Yes.
they said the government is planning to increase tax. They said the federal government may raise excise duties on alcohol, tobacco, and so-called tin goods as part of sweeping tax and revenue reforms tied to the 750 million World Bank financing program. They said that they have concrete steps that are now underway to review and increase them with effect from 2026 under the reform program. They said they're going to increase, according to them, they're going to have a 20% increase on alcoholic beverages, including beer, wines, and spirits, and then another 20% to be increased on cigarettes and other products. But this is just to be able to raise that $750 million that the World Bank is asking them for.
Alcohol is even more expensive.
Yes,
it has to be, because the way people are consuming it,
it doesn't stop.
Who else? Okay, the story I have is about the disco and federal government at loggerheads, and we don't know who is going to hold boxing glove, because the Bureau of Public Enterprise, an agency of the federal government, has said the electricity consumers will pay for the ongoing free meter installation through their tariffs. Now, the disclosure comes amid a row with electricity distribution companies over who is responsible for covering the cost of the prepaid meters being rolled out under the World Bank funded programs. The disagreement erupted after the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, directed that prepaid meters procured under the World Bank funded distribution sector recovery program must be installed for electricity consumers free of charge, warning that any official or installer found collecting money would be prosecuted. However, electricity distribution companies expressed doubts over the directive, insisting that although customers may not pay cash upfront, the meters will still be paid for by the discos over a period of 10 years, raising concerns about cost recovery, installation expense, and the financial implications for operations. However, reacting to the controversy, the Director General of the Bureau of Public Enterprise, Ayogbelei, dismissed the claim that the discos were being asked to pay for the meters over a 10-year period, regretting that the federal government's free metering program was receiving pushback from the discos. So now, who will pay? Our minister said FOC, free of charge.
Yeah.
Disco is saying,
Because it was already covered
by the World Bank. So at the end of the day, there'll be money. So
the more you look, the less you see.
People that collect the free meter, maybe they should begin to check. Now then go pay last.
Let me quickly take the story. It's a very sad story of a plane crash that took place in Colombia. Killing, well, there were no survivors, including one of the Colombian lawmakers. There's a twin propeller plane, so it's a small plane. There were 13 passengers, 2 crew members, and everybody in that plane lost their lives. It was supposed to be an evening flight. There's no detail of what could have caused it. Of course, there's unpredictable weather condition, but really did not specify that. They can't confirm that yet, because this plane crash took place just 28. That's like 2 days ago on Wednesday.
Yes.
However, there was also another plane crash that took place last year, January, that also cost the life of a prominent Colombian, as well as 6 other people. So it seemed like maybe January isn't the right time to be flying around Colombia or something. So sad. Our heart goes out to them.
Next paper, Daily Sun, major headline, 2027 poll, Ndume wants Tinubu APC. Afenifere decries insecurity in Southwest. ECWA calls for urgent action. Excitement as W Motors unveils Jetor G700 with unprecedented warranty package. Wike Hill's health team promises more FCT hospital upgrades, orders recruitment of more personnel. Senate raises committee to probe $1 million train project. The top Senate stalls consideration of Electoral Act Amendment Bill over lawmakers' concerns. What do we have in the Sun?
Afenifere, the people that want us, that want good.
Afenifere.
Afenifere, like I want you and I want your good. I want your progress. Afenifere decries insecurity in Southwest, and the Pan-Yoruba Sociocultural Organization, Afenifere, has decried the high rate of banditry and kidnapping in the country, especially the Southwest geopolitical zone, rising from a special meeting of the organization held at the residence of its leader, Chief Ruben Fasoroti in Akure, the Ondo State capital. The group bemoaned the current security situation in the country. In a communique issued at the end of the meeting and signed by the National Public Secretary of the group, Mr. Jare Ajayi, the group berated the security agencies in the country over the alarming rate of insecurity that we have. The communique reads, Afenifere is very concerned that banditry and kidnapping are now so rampant that they are occurring in the Southwest almost on a daily basis. This meeting considered this as unacceptable and called on government security agencies and community leaders to rise up to the challenges and find a lasting solution to the menace. The meeting also sympathized with Oluabo of Ilu Abo, Oba Olufalaye, the people of Ilu Abo and Ondo State's government over the terror act that took place on Sunday night. He also expressed serious concerns over acts of terrorism occurring in various parts of the Yoruba land. Participants called for urgent actions to put a stop to the unfortunate incident. So there were a lot of things that were also said. The body also called these governors to come up with a rail line project, that will link the capitals of Lagos, Ondo, Oyo, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, and Ekiti states. So that the rail line and effective security could ease on. It could also be extended to Kwara, Kogi, Edo, and Delta states as well, in alignment with government and in alignment with the federal government and those states. That it will help to maybe curb or reduce.
Yes. Who else has a story in the Sun?
Wike is hailing the health team and vows that more FCT hospital will be getting upgrade. They handed over 12 ambulances and they've ordered recruitment of more medical personnel within FCT. So this is looking up, even as FCT workers are on strike. They resumed their strike. The health workers are getting 12 ambulances. Wike appreciated this was under the mandate secretary of FCT Health Services and Environment Secretary, Adedolapo Fashawe, and her team. And he celebrated them because they brought in the ambulances, and he's promising that there will be more upgrades within the health sector within Abuja. He said that nobody went on strike, even though those debts were paid, and he's thanking God for the grace of God that they were able to pay off all the debts. There are many other things he said, but I'm just so happy that the ambulances are now available. Yes. Even if it's 12, we're expecting more. Yeah, so, but it would at least ensure there's speedy response.
That's some positive news that I like. Let's look at our next paper, Vanguard. Major headline, petrol to cost more as crude oil prices rises further. Crash by Wizkid, Seun Kuti over Fela's legacy refuses to fade. Really? Over 160 members held by kidnappers in Kaduna, Kogi. This is according to ECWA, as church condemns Kajuru attack and worsening insecurity. We have Northern Kan Christian leaders reject call for removal of INEC chair. Reps passed 2026 58.18 trillion naira budget for second reading. Electoral Act, Senate sets up committee to galvanize opinion of senators. At the top strip, Nigeria's telco industry attracted over $1 billion in 2025, this according to NCC. What do we have in Vanguard?
Okay, so I have the NCC gist, that's the Nigerian telecoms. They said the Nigerian telecommunications industry attracted over $1 billion in capital investment in 2025, leading to the deployment of more than 2,850 new network sites nationwide. This was said by the Vice Chairman, that's Dr. Aminu Maida. He said that he's saying that there was steady, that it showed a steady, the report showed a steady increase. It showed a steady gains in network quality with improvements in median download speeds across both urban and rural areas compared to the previous quarter, alongside the narrowing video quality of experience gap and a strengthening 4G backbone nationwide. But he now said that they plan to exceed their 2025 investment level in 2026, signaling sustained capital inflows into network expansion and upgrades as the Commission pushes for broader connectivity and improved quality of service nationwide.
All right.
Petrol prices will go up.
Okay.
Yes. Petrol prices will go up. It has gone up, and it might continue to go up. And this is not because of any, people are starting to say, we said it, if you drop price later, they will take up the prices. No. Dangote has explained that the reason the prices went up is because crude oil price, which is the base product petrol comes from, has gone up from 66 naira to dollars from $66 to $70 per barrel, and based on that they had to do a price adjustment, and more might happen if it continues to go up. Just so you know.
Okay, thank you for that. But that's all we can take from the papers today. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at today's hot topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement,
two voices, two views, standing apart,
or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was the gist about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know, Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for real?
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always maintain.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it, you'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
Imagine a
Thank you for staying with us. So on Wednesday, this program joined the conversation about a young man whose quiet dedication to honest labor struck a national chord. What stood out was not just the opportunity that came his way, but the dignity with which he carried himself and the heartfelt gratitude of his mother. Simple, sincere, and deeply human. That gratitude resonated far beyond our studio. In the days that followed, it inspired Nigerians and sparked an outpouring of support, turning a viral story into a collective act of kindness. Today, we revisit this story to reflect on how humility, hard work, and gratitude can inspire action and what it tells us about our society. But first, let's take a look at the recent video.
7,050,000 naira has been donated for you guys. Don't send to our best. I said I want to surprise you today. I want to show you a surprise. So we have another surprise for you. 7 million.
Wow. Oh, beautiful. Ladies, what do you think? What lessons should we be taking from this story about hard work, gratitude, and the power of appreciation? Our viewers, of course, would like you to join the conversation on 02016352013, 09024163440. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC, and we are streaming live on YouTube as well. Ooh, I love this story. This story is just such a beautiful story. And you see the song that was playing over that video is so inspiring. I don't know what it means. I wouldn't go back, you know, like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's just. This is a beautiful story. I love this story for us Nigerians. You know, what do you think, ladies?
So for me, watching this video, I just feel like it's beyond his own miracle, because this is a miracle for him, is that it would inspire every other person waiting that my miracle would come and my diligence would not be wasted. I heard the woman's prayer. You know, the song is in Hausa, the prayer was in Yoruba, and the same way you're feeling about the song, I felt about the prayer the mother prayed. It felt like someone that has been waiting for a long time, that has been asking God, like, God, when would you change my story? So for me, this is like something people can hold on to as a point of contact for those that are waiting, that have been working diligently. God that did this for this young boy is going to remember me. My story will change as well. I also strongly, you know, Nigerians are really good people. We rally and we support. And I'm praying that they won't just see this as personal family miracle, but they would use this fund to also support all the other people around them who are going through equally terrible financial crisis, so that it's not like, okay, my own life has changed, let me carry my bag and leave this community, but let's also use this 7 million that wasn't expected to touch the lives of those around. I love the story to continue, and I love us to have the opportunity to see how this impacts transforms the community. I also want mentorship for him because many people get money, but without guidance, the money will come and go because they don't have the capacity to sustain and roll over that money. So it needs mentorship and it needs advice so that the money doesn't just come and go like that.
I love it. Yes.
The first thing I saw was the initial story. The boy had a handwork. He had a job. In the process of wanting to buy his tools, he met his destiny helper. There are a lot of times that people just think that God sends destiny helper to you because you can sleep and wake up. No, you need to have something doing. Even it says prayer without work is dead. Nothing comes out of it. God, I just saw that God decided to reward his mother, maybe the good deed she had done. Fine, life treats us differently. The people who pray the most are not the most successful. If prayer translates to direct success, I'm sure that a lot of people on the mountain, in different states, under the cold, under the sun, they'll be high-flying billionaires. So this also teaches us that in whatever we do, we shouldn't lose our faith. We should also keep our hard work. Integrity matters. We'll begin to wonder that why this boy? But just simply because God wanted to also show the boy that I am God, even in your struggles.
Oh, I love
hard
that.
work, integrity. And you would also notice that the boy had been obedient to his mom because the first video said, he said, can you meet my mom? I mean, that's already giving me goosebumps.
I see, literally.
Do you understand? Because it's like he was well trained.
Thank you, Jami. Let me hear Ramsey.
Lasarki, you know, anytime I watch that video, I tear up because it's just a very touchy one. And what the lesson I have learned from it is that wherever you are, if you are blessed, if anybody's going to do anything for you, it's going to, because we've had so many stories. There are so many stories they've put online, you know, people, you know, they're trying to help people come out of these issues. We've seen some people who have some kind of serious ailments and they need a hospital and all of that. And then you see, they'll put them online, but you see this one. I just like the way he appreciates the whole thing. It's just genuine and it connects. There's just that connection. And if you're a mother, honestly, you will just resonate with the whole thing. As in, the way the thing just came into me, I was like, hi, you know. But now I have to extend my hands to giving. I have to give more. That's what it just tells me. You have to give more, and you have to give the right people. Give the right people, because those right people, when you give them, you see that they appreciate and you really, really change somebody's life.
You know, for me, this story is such a perfect story from how the person the young boy himself, what he was doing and how the help came to him. And as much as I see all the elements and factors that made it, you know, be perfect, there's something that I don't really like to talk about it much on this platform, but I do believe in the hand of of God in doing some things. The person that found him, the sort of help that found him, can only be divine connection. The way that he responded to him, it can only be divine. And I'm just so happy for us. I'm proud of us Nigerians for the way that we showed up for this young boy. I'm happy for us that we have such a story that we can use as an example. I'm tired of all those our stories. Hey, Nigerian young boys are doing this. Nigerian young girls are doing all the negative things. We have something so good. I'm happy that this story is not a story only of someone who was begging and doing nothing and his life changed, but this is someone that in spite of his condition, he was willing to keep working hard, and it was while he was working that all this help came about. And I love how you said this, Tokwe, that now he's at another level. The kind of help he needs now is someone that would mentor him and teach him how to use this money and multiply it and make good use of it, so that it's not money that you would come to you and then is lost in a few years with nothing to show for it. I cannot wait like you for the impact of this young man's story on his community. This is a beautiful story. Well done to all involved. Yes. I think these are our short reactionary stories. So the next story that we have is Nkechi Blessing, I think. She had gone off to...
Let me just talk about gratitude before you talk about Nkechi Blessing, please. When people do you good, sometimes you feel like, oh, thank you so much. You do the tush, thank you. But this 7 million came because these guys, thank you,
That's what I'm saying.
For the 50,000
yeah,
was huge. Sometimes, even with my kids, when I see how grateful they are for the little thing that they were given, I would want to do a little more. And that's the way God is. So we should be effusive in your gratitude and truly, from the bottom of your heart, express it. Don't be too shy about it. If somebody does something that touches your life, like jump on the floor, roll on the floor, do it.
That's why I hear you. People have different personalities. Just the intention of your heart. I feel God will meet you as long as you are truly grateful, however you express it. But intention is what is important. So let's go on to our next story. So today is our short reactionary story. So we have a lot of stories that we're going to get through. This story has been trending on social media since yesterday. At the funeral of Bumi Akinanu, also known as Omije Ojumi, his father's sister began crying and kept saying, "Your father loves you." Her words reportedly angered his son and led to a heated confrontation, showing how grief and family tensions can turn even the most private moments with public talk. Ladies, what are your thoughts on this story? And of course, join the conversation, our viewers, 020-1635-2013, 090-24-163-440. Ladies, what do you think about this particular one?
I think that, if I talk this thing, God help me. I think that knowingly and intentionally, we do the wrong things at the wrong time or do the right things at the wrong time. And you know, all these people are the Rorashe people, the people of the last plane airbender, the last plane stopper. Because that's how somebody went to be introducing child at party. You're introducing yourself at the funeral site. I'm your father. Mr. Babaomo. Because I didn't get it. Why? Then I see that whenever patriarchy stands, wherever you have so much patriarchy, there's a woman enabler. That sister should have told the father or her brother that this was not the right place. Let me attend on your behalf if you were not around. Because I feel that even the man, except he was on oxygen or life support machine, he did not have a reason not to be at that grave if he really wanted to pay the last respect. That was eye service and lip service.
I like that.
I want to pay last respect. You should be there, even if they don't want to see you. Maintain a distance, stand in a corner, the little dignity you have in your hands. Just keep quiet there. Let people see that you were there. That is last respect. Then after which any other thing can follow.
Yeah.
But you were there and you were vehemently shouting on the phone, "I'm your father." I didn't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
But you have spoken. And on that note, let's go on a short break. When we'll come back, we'll continue with our conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
This is Africa.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to East-Flash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
You already have
Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. East-Flash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's East-Flash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest. Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices
refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Now hope.
They carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
They gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit in no fit scatter. Hope. Now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope. Now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her.
Naija.
Your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still looking at the story on Omije Ojumi. You were going to...
So when I saw that video, I was irritated. Is that the right time and the right place to start claiming you are the father of the child? It's obvious that he has not been in the life of that child for a very long time. Is that where the child is at his most vulnerable state, where he lost his mother and at a funeral? That's when you are now saying over the phone and shouting, I am your father, I am your father, I am your father. You're even supposed to be there physically. Do you know what it means to be a father? This is a child that is already, he doesn't have his mother anymore.
The father himself wasn't there. The father's sister was there. And she was saying to the child, your father loves you. Your father loves you.
But they said he was on the phone and he was saying, I am your father. Now. Yes, he was on the phone and he was saying, I am your father, I am your father. And I'm saying, I'm questioning the father himself. You know that this guy just lost his mom. And so you are the next person that is very close to him. It's a sensitive position. They are supposed to be there physically and they are supposed to even consider the fact that, okay, this guy is at his vulnerable state. You don't need to say that at that particular point in time. You wait till after the funeral, you sit down and have a decent conversation, like, you know, because that guy is an adult from the way I can, the way I see him. He's an adult, he's a mature person. Sit down and have a decent conversation. Look, I am your dad, this is what happened, and not over the phone and not at the funeral of his mom, for crying out loud. And look at the way he lashed back. So now, the way he lashed back, now some people will say he's rude. No, this is just the right reaction.
Tope.
It's grief. And at a time of grief, when we talk about it, we cannot truly understand, even if we have experienced grief, we cannot understand what is at play in that place. I believe that when people are going through grief, they need support. And Nigerians don't understand how to support during time of grief. I've been with friends that have experienced grief, and they come to the house. Bring water, bring amala, let us eat, cook food. I'm like wondering, do you understand that this person just lost her mom, and you are focusing on what to eat, what to drink? Like, this isn't the time and place for something like this. Stand as a support. And it was just something Mariah said years back when she said, immediately she lost her mom, her aunt came in and said, pack all the jewelry, pack all this thing, lock, because their head was not there. Secure her properties, because they wouldn't think of it like that. And because people usually steal at moments like that. So you need people. I feel like this family did not have people that understood the role of protecting the grieving. Because that moment, that drama, before it escalated, from the beginning, you will nip it. This is not the place. Stand guard. There are people that must stand as guard to protect, and we must appreciate them. I attended a conference in Akure, and Bishop Funke Felix Adejumo, she's 63. That woman had been on her feet, preaching, praying, talking. At the end of the conference, she was drained. Like, you could see her face was puffy and red. Bringing phone into her face. Selfie. I just stood there. I'm like, everybody, mommy is going inside. I held, I said, Tope Oshe, because like, why? And even even her PA was like, it's only you that could have done that. I've been trying to get her that, but they were not responding to me. We must have people stand up. It might not even be a family member. You saw drama escalating. You saw cameras coming out to be recording such a sensitive moment, and nobody stood up to say, grab these children, let's leave here, or pull the person aside. Intervention. We must be our brother's keepers. I saw a gap of, there was nobody that took that leadership position of, I will protect these children, I'll protect this family, this drama will not escalate. We can resolve this issue. The father could have disappeared forever and come in and still step in and be the father now. But the drama of that moment was the wrong place, and there was nobody who could stand in that gap to say that let us de-escalate this issue before it becomes what we are discussing on a table like this. And beyond this family-specific drama, we need those kind of people around us. We must become those persons. When you see something going on, step in to support, because while you are processing it or thinking, what should I do, things could have gone even worse.
No, let me just put a word on top. There was somebody in the video, there was a man who said, this is not the right place. He didn't want it to happen. The matter was in like 2 parts. After the man stood up and said, this is not the right place, we can talk about it after here. Don't forget that in that video, the casket just entered the ground. They had not even taken out the rope. The meaning is that they couldn't take out the children from that scene because they had not performed the final rite. But you see that enabler of a sister of the father of the children, she wanted to show Van Damme that, yes, let them talk. Because I want to believe that she was the one that probably had orchestrated the man that, don't worry, when I get there, I'll put you on the phone. Nothing will happen, we'll drag it out. Because she was the one. Because that man said it, that this is not the right place. Let's finish.
You see what I see in this story is the lack of emotional intelligence.
100%.
You know, and because we can be so selfish, I know as people, you know how people can be so selfish. You are not thinking about the other person. You're not even thinking about the person who is in a sad situation of what's the best thing for this person. If she came there, of course, thinking of what's the best thing for my brother or their father, not putting into consideration that they're trying to bury their mother, that this time would be so inappropriate for such a confrontation. And to have that boy speak up in defiance, it was, you had pushed them to the limit. I hope that she's learned her lesson and she would apologize for that behavior, because she really behaved badly there. I don't think anyone would commend her or appreciate her for what she did right there. And these are the sort of behaviors that I see that causes estrangement in families for many years, and they'll hold it against you. You hear someone, why are you not speaking to this person 10 years, 20 years? The person will say, at my mother's funeral, at my mother's burial, this person decided that this was the time to do this. So we need to be careful. And another thing is, especially with Nigerians and Africans, that I am the elder. So all your bad behavior should be excused because you are the elder. Everybody should stop what they are doing and listen to the elder. Sometimes we need to please be better at you know, expressing ourselves and using our emotional intelligence.
Let me just
so I was trying to maybe kind of like rationalize what they did there. Maybe it's possible that they've been trying to reach out to the kids and they've not allowed them, you know, they've blocked it. They've not, and then that was just the opportunity for them to just, that was why she was screaming, your dad loves you, your dad loves you. But even at that place, at that point in time, is not just the right place to do it.
Linking with Ontodeke's story quickly, yes.
Move on to the next.
This is when we see when the issues are not resolved, how it can play out. We were so happy for Tonto when we saw that resolution take place because healing took place early enough. This healing did not take place early enough. This mending, whatever it is that needed to happen, didn't happen in time while she was alive. And now these children are having to carry, my heart goes out to those children because children are caught in between a dead mom, a narrative they've had, and a new reality of a father showing up, and they are trying to manage the situation. I pray God gives them wisdom.
That was what I was going to touch on.
That was a good way to end on that particular topic. Let's move on to the next one. Opeyemi Ayonwale, popularly known as Imisi, the most recent winner of Big Brother Naija, has been in the public eye since her time on the reality show. Her personal life, especially her relationship with her family, has often attracted attention from fans and the media. During her birthday celebration, actress Nkechi Blessing asked if she could ever forgive her mother. A question that sparked strong reactions online. Nkechi Blessing later issued an apology in another viral video, clarifying her intentions. Ladies, what do you make of Nkechi Blessing's question, Imisi's reaction, and then, of course, the subsequent apology? Was it appropriate to ask such a personal question at her birthday? And if you were Imisi's mother, how would you feel seeing that video go viral? And as usual, please join us on the conversation 020-1635-2013 or 090-24-163-440. Still tweet at us at TVC Connect, hashtag YourViewTVC, and we're still streaming live on YouTube.
emotional intelligence at play again.
Honestly.
Like we just discussed it. Emotional intelligence, the right what to do at the right place and at the right time. It's a conversation worth having amongst friends in personal quarters to find out how this my friend is feeling. Can you your mom did to you? It's a personal conversation. It's not a public conversation. It wasn't appropriate to have that conversation at a celebration. And so she has apologized. And for me, since Ikechi Blessing has apologized, let's forgive and move on. But the question is still out there for Emisi. And I think people should give her time to go through her process and give her mother time as well to go through her process. What you best do, pray and support them on that journey. If Nkechi Blessing had not apologized, I probably would have had a different stance regarding this conversation. So for me, it's just, let's learn from this. There are appropriate things to say at appropriate times. There are things we don't discuss about. And sometimes we will say, it's with good intention. Oh, my heart is pure. But yes, your heart might be pure, but just don't discuss it because you don't know how the other person will receive it.
I don't need that kind of...
Thank you, Tokwe, for that. Let's take a call. Peter from Akoonjo. Good morning, Peter. Peter, are you still with us?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Well done, ladies.
Thank you.
From the first story, that is what gratitude can do. Gratitude will take from 0 to the zenith, and that is what is playing out. I follow a particular story of a stick maker, Mr. Bai, to depict a lady at Oshodi who have deformity leg and was selling drinks, and that guy has made something beautiful out of that woman through the help of other Nigerians. And now the life of this young boy. I want to give God glory for what God has done. And like Tokwe said, that guy needs a guidance,
exactly,
so that those funds will not go down the drain.
Exactly.
Then the second one, I don't know why somebody did not give a resetting slap to that woman who did that kind of rubbish at that point.
No need for violence, but
no.
get the sentiment.
I'm not preaching violence, but somebody should have corrected and reset her brain with a slap from behind, so that such a thing, because that kind of things you are bringing up wounds that I don't know the level.
Yeah.
Well, let me just leave that area, because such a thing couldn't have happened if I'm around that vicinity. Then this, all these social media people, frenzy that they are trying to do, you just bring everything. Somebody is having a bad day and you are asking a sensitive question. Well, Nkechi Blessing I've not been a fan of Nkechi Blessing because she's always in the news for the wrong reason at all times. That is on my own aspect. But
did her apology make any difference for you? She also made an apology.
I don't. If not because you guys brought up the story, I don't follow her story because I've not seen her as someone that has anything positive or to contribute to the society. She's always in the wrong, in the news for the wrong reason. For me.
Okay.
Thank you for the good job you guys are doing. God bless you.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you so much for your contributions. Ramsey.
Okay, so you are saying that because she apologized, so to hell with her apology as far as I'm concerned. That's not an apology. How can you bring up such a sensitive question when I'm having my birthday party? Birthday party is a time where I want to enjoy myself with friends, be happy. Then you bring up that kind of a thing. That's not a good friend. That should not even be a friend. For me, I'll walk out of my party. I'll walk out of my party for her to start.
I believe you.
To wake. Yeah, she just, because she cried at her birthday party, and she's not supposed to cry. She's supposed to be smiling, happy, laughing. It's supposed to be because it's supposed to just be a time they are going to be merry and be happy with each other. Yeah. But you came and you're asking her such a sensitive question about a mother that is so, I don't even know, she's on the news, she's everywhere for the wrong reasons, everywhere, and all. So for Nkechi, for her, I'll stop being friends with that kind of person. Because honestly, I think she spiked that thing up just to make her party look a bit. Because I'm very sure that somehow she must have told her that, look, this thing with my mom really disturbs me. I don't really like it, and maybe possibly break down in front of her. And that was why she used it at her birthday party, just to make her birthday party look somehow. So that kind of a friend, no.
You know what? I think even just for our viewers, we need to give a little background. But let's go on a short break. When we come back, Dan will give us a bit of a background to this story for context. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
When you're home late from work, you want Glovo. Need to shop without the queue.
Just get on Glovo.
Got to grab some sharp gifts.
Order with Glovo.
Pizza, way.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubre of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha.
I know that.
I go shook and for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest. Hope is the youth unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing.
Thank you for staying with us. Dami, please, context, background.
First of all, like Ramatu, to clarify what Ramatu said, Nkechi and Emesi are not friends. Not to the best of the public knowledge that we know. You understand? She must have been invited based on, okay, she's also a celebrity. Entertainment. And there are times that, see, you find some people at your party, not because you invited them personally, but because maybe you have a manager, you have somebody in your circle who feels that, oh, these people would probably, their presence will add value, will boost, or they are the talk of the town. So, you know, the problem with Nigerians is that it's we that give the mantle of celebrity to people that didn't deserve it sometimes. Then when you now give them the mantle, and they are using it anyhow, then you now begin to fault them. But now, carry and give them now. Because on a very good day.
Dami, I like this mantle conversation, but let me take Amaka's call, then we'll finish. Amaka, good morning.
Good morning.
Emesi is my favorite. Let me say Big Brother. The very first day Emesi stepped into Big Brother, I told my people I love this girl. If any of my relations, they always phone me when they're doing Big Brother. Please tell us your best. I said Emesi. They say, you know, you like people like that. So, for Blessing to say a thing like this, Blessing made a statement in one of her tweets that she said it because of the love she has for her own mother, even though she said it at the wrong time. So Emesi is my friend, I mean my fan, or my best person in season 10. I wish I could see Emesi. He should have, you know, a heart of, but I know it will take time, but they will still settle because it's blood.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your contribution, Amaka.
Okay, so back to
mantle of celebrity.
Because at the end of the day, we just see these things and it's already gone too far that we can recall. Remember that when you give somebody something, it might not be so easy to take it back, and that's what happens. When you have already put them there, we begin to manage the menace that we get from it. Now, there's been a case of abandonment that Imisi didn't hold back to share when she was in the house. We saw a lot of pain from her. We saw different dramas. Even there was a time that the mother was like, even if she does not take care of me, is that the end of the world? And different videos, even when I thought that the mother should be seeking peace at all, on all sphere. Now, at what she has said, it just boils down to the fact that I want to believe that Nkechi had prepared what she wanted to say, as much as I don't like to talk about such a person. But I want to believe that she had prepared what to say. But now, you read a room. That place was a place of celebration. You were never her friend. If you were a friend, another side is if you were a friend and you people had been talking about this thing over and over again, even if you wanted to bring it up at her party, you still look for a group of people you feel that she holds in high esteem and speak to them privately that we have been talking about this thing. Maybe this joyful moment will be an opportunity to just introduce or talk about it somehow. Now, not in the public at the party. It could be done in private at the party, that we don't even need to know what happened. But this we don't need to know. It's still them that bring it to us. That this is what happened. This is what we said inside the background, inside the inner room, and all of that. But I think that, see, it is okay for us to learn to let people be people. Nkechi's mother didn't abandon Nkechi. So you cannot speak because you love your mother. That's your own mother.
Yeah, I hear you.
This is somebody else's mother. Let her decide when. It's pain. Yeah. People hold on to it for as long as. So
till
we're talking about Tonto now. It took her 10 years. 365 days times 10.
True. Dami, let me take this call from Ayuba, calling from Gombe. Good morning, Ayuba.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, I like this take on Imisi. Imisi, she's a good person. I like her from the Big Brother Nigeria.
Okay.
Because she's good. And because what happened between her and the mother, I don't think this is healthy for her to abandon the mother, no matter what happens in the past. Now she's somebody that at least she needs the mother the most. So definitely she's supposed to go back to the mother, no matter what the offense, whatever the gravity of what she did to her in the past. She should let it go so that they make peace and be united again and be a good family.
Okay. That's your that's concerning Imisi. How about our previous stories? Have any contributions for that?
Okay. It didn't get.
So sorry.
Yes.
So to just wrap it up. When we do the wrong things at the right time or the wrong things at the wrong time, we will face this backlash. I just imagine the perception of Mr. Peter, who called earlier and saying somebody like Nkechi cannot even do something that is nice in his sight. So we should begin to think about our integrity. What will people say about us? What have we been known for? You did not have a business with somebody else's family. It is not your business. You were there to, I don't want to use the blood. You were there to party, eat the food, enjoy the atmosphere, and stand up and go to your house.
Yeah. You know? Okay, Toko, before you go, let me just, to our viewers, please, and for all our viewers, you can make your contributions on all the other topics that we have discussed, not just this particular one. So all the other stories on the boy who...
The gratitude,
the boy who got so much gifts because of the way he appreciated the gift that was given to him. Then the Omije Ojumi story about the young boy who had to have a sort of an altercation with his auntie while burying his mother. Tope, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the fact that, you know...
Oh, Tope, before you go, Michael is on the line. Good morning, Michael. Michael. Okay.
Different people have different ways they process their anger, their resentment, and all of that. You can't judge a person for how the person is processing their pain. You can't, we know their appropriate behavior. Like, okay, you are meant to talk this way, you're meant to act this way. But if someone has said that, okay, I was abandoned by my mom and we are not on talking terms, the best you can do is pray that God would touch her heart, because there's no conversation you have with her that can convince her until really God has touched her heart and softened her towards that person. It's a journey. For some, it is quick. For others, it might be loud and all of the drama that would happen. The last caller was saying that, oh, she should move on. She needs this is where she needs the mom. The mom should be in her life. See, yeah, good advice. Pray that God will help us see that opportunity. See that as a next line of action to carry out. But people are going through things, and we should let them take their journey towards going through it. Some were calling out that the boy lashed out. He showed disrespect and all of that. Culture-wise, yes, he showed disrespect, but this is someone dealing with grief, hearing from a father she did not know, and it was disrupting a process that was meant to be a very, what's the word? There's a word like something that you should... Solemn, sacred process. So how his reaction might not please us, but let's give room for that reaction and pray that the resolution that will bring him healing comes up, because really that family needs healing. Those children need healing. Exactly. And so we need to get them there. It might be, whichever way it's going to happen, they should get to that point. For me, at the end of the day, there's so much happening on social media nowadays that it's just very...
That's why our first story is good for me. I love that story.
Yes, it was a bit
but let me say a little bit.
Sorry, can I put something on what Tope said? The boy did not just blow out. You people should fear God. Have the very fear of God if you do not fear human being. Because I will say that from that video, those children were well trained. They didn't speak initially until when there was a force asking him to speak to the father against his own wish.
You're
what
right.
did they expect?
Okay, thank you, ladies. For me, I just want to say quickly on the Emisi situation and Nkechi Blessing. I like that she made the apology, but just because we're discussing this, it just reminded me of how we just talk, wow. When I just heard, I was like, you don't open your mouth, just go, wow. You just open your mouth and words come out. You do not take cognizance of where you are, who you're with, what the occasion is about. Please, let's do better. And then when we are adults, Nkechi Blessing is not a small girl, you know. She's no spring chicken. So please, let's be mindful of the sort of things that we say, you know, when we're around people. Yeah, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at other topics. And we're still waiting for your contributions, even on the previous topics we've discussed so far. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to East-Flash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubre of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. East-Flash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's East-Flash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive. We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silenced.
Even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green that refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer, planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest. Hope is the youth, unafraid to rise, rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping.
Now hope.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Every morning, we help you start your day.
But now, we're about to change the way you shop forever. Forever.
Introducing Wake Up and Shop, the brand new shopping experience, bringing top quality products, trusted brands, and jaw-dropping deals straight to your screen live.
So why stress? Why pay full price when you can grab it at unbelievable discounts?
From must-haves for your home to lifestyle goodies that make your life sweeter. We've got it all, and it's all for you.
This is fun shopping. No, this is smart shopping. This is affordable shopping. This is live shopping on live TV.
Don't just watch, be part of the action. Grab your phone and scan the QR code right there on your screen. Once you scan, it takes you straight to our special page where you can get exclusive offers and deals. So go ahead, scan it now. Follow the quick steps and unlock something special from Wake Up Nigeria.
Don't blink, guys. Wake up and shop every day on Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you for staying with us. We have another story. A video going viral today shows a fresher student and a staff member of Obafemi Awolowo University in a heated public confrontation. The clip has sparked strong reactions online, raising questions about the behavior of students today compared to the discipline of the past. Ladies, what do you make of this clash? Who is really at fault? How should universities handle conflicts like this? And what lessons can we learn? And we'd like you to join the conversation as usual on 02016352013 or 090241634440. can still tweet to us at TVC Connect using hashtag YourViewTVC, and we're still streaming live on YouTube. Ladies,
this one is another Oleko moment, which is you lack home training. And sometimes when we say Oleko, doesn't mean like you were not trained, but some people were trained.
You refused to take your training.
Refused to take the training. Thank you. So we are raising a generation of people in that category, and we have normalized it online. If you see the comments that trailed this video, it seemed like it was okay for her to lash out like that because she must have been aggravated or provoked by the lecturer. I'm not going to absolve the lecturer of slapping a university student. That was not appropriate. We have to learn to manage our emotions. It is maturity to feel aggrieved about someone, be angry, and then deal communication without aggression, like that violence. We are violence. Let us give it to them. You talk to me anyhow, tawai, I've slapped you, punch you. That's our response, but that is not an appropriate response to the situation. I see a very young-looking girl confronting her lecturer like, with my full chest, I will knock you. And I'm like, from which home? But here's the problem.
And you said that there were comments?
Here's the problem. My son was telling me just last week, Saturday, that he feels concerned that two teachers are being bullied by children in his classroom. Yeah. He said he doesn't like the way, he likes his school, he doesn't want to take him away from the school, but that if a few of the children insult the teachers and they bully the teachers.
What?
I'm telling you. And the teachers cannot beat them. So my own is, I was telling him, I said, we are waiting, I can't even wait. I was going to wait for PTA meeting, but I'm like, I'm not going to wait for PTA meeting. I was going to go yesterday, but they were like, on Thursdays, the principal isn't on seats that Thursday. So I'm like, next week, Wednesday, I am going to be in the school. We need a system where, the teacher comes to class, he's a new teacher, and he sort of has an accent. So when he says a word, they will echo it and laugh. That is happening in secondary school, and I've heard it happening in many other schools. So what will happen to those children when they get to the university? And we're not realizing that we're breeding a problem.
You don't have to beat to punish people.
It's not beating, of course, totally not beating. But we must learn to raise children who understand honor, who don't get angry or mock other people, who can manage their emotions, who can be very angry, feel disrespected, but calmly wait. Be able to manage it, like hold on to that emotion and not lash out. There's a gap in that gap. There's a gap in that raising those situations. And we see it here, how it played out. And I feel so sorry for the parents of that child. Because they could have raised her better and she just turned out this way. Or maybe they just did not raise her that well. I don't know. Whichever way, we are seeing the report sheets and it's very public.
I'm sorry before you jump in, Tammy. When you told me about that secondary school, my body is shaking. I feel you. Because it's secondary school we're talking about. This one we can say we will rusticate whatever happens, expelled, whatever. Secondary school. And then you go back to your mother's house. No. There has to be something that should be done, because it's not only about the child being able to disrespect. The reason they can do that is that means there are no consequences for bad behavior.
Clearly, in the handbook.
When you are in a country that has no consequence for bad behavior, it will drag down. It will drag down into the home. But now my point here is that when we lack emotional stability from the house, I don't want to know. This kind of girl will just make you think of maybe her father has left her mother because of such an incident. Maybe the mother said, you will just be putting your hands and your inside different. You understand? You say you know when Yoruba say tule tobo when you overcomb your house, you will find dead body inside. Because what are you looking for? And that's how it is. Now we are getting to judge the girl because she has put her family outside there. Like 8 days children. She has brought them outside. I really want to be. Sorry about that.
Just 8 days. Why? What happened?
What we do is that, 8 days is when we do naming ceremony. So Yorubas say that you have brought out your child on the 8th day. So that's how you get to brought out a family.
I'm going to bring a dictionary for when pigeon ladies join us.
It's different.
Let's go. You understand? But now I feel that this is from home. The same way we show a lot of excitement and happiness as a feeling is the same way we can show extreme anger as a feeling. Are you allowed to get angry? Yes. The same way we were talking about gratitude. You know, that gratitude was because the guy couldn't manage his emotion on happiness. So he went all out. He was fainting. It was good.
Yes,
but if it was anger on that same scale, now they happen like this.
Okay.
Do you understand? Now, the point is, this girl didn't have a reason. Something happened in my house. My foster daughter, I slapped her like 5 times last week. I had never done that before. And what happened? She came in from work. You ate somebody's food. You ate one of our boys. And the guy came to you and said, you ate my food. And she said she just saw a meal in the kitchen and she ate it. You weren't in the house. We didn't plan your food because I was the one that made dinner. You didn't even call that, I'm coming home, mommy, leave my food. Okay, so when I got in and I saw that the house was scattered and they just tell me that they just, one in my house, rule number 1, no fighting. So I called the partner, my dear, you ate this person's food. What led to the argument? And she started flaring up. In my head, I'm like, Newaju me on top of me. My dear, forget it. Like 5 slap land her face. Because I was giving her left, right. They had to collect her from my hand. Because in my head, I'm like, is something okay with you upstairs?
That means not allowed.
Even if, excuse you, it's factory setting. Even if I'm not your biological
While
mother.
we're setting this factory, let me take the call from Lola. She's just called from Ikorodu. Good morning, Lola. Lola, good morning. I don't think we have you. Okay, tell me.
What actually angered me really was I was talking to you subtly. What happened? And I was making you to realize that you were wrong. You ate somebody's food. In fact, the guy now covered the food by himself. If he didn't know that his food was, you were wrong. Apologize and let's move on. So you blotted out against him, resulting in him slapping her first.
Hey God!
So in my mind, I'm like,
so she got 6 slaps.
In fact, if you know, then you were now standing in front of me. That is the respect we were taught.
Yes.
Even if the eldest person was wrong, calmly explain. Then I'm telling you now that you are the one, and you were shouting at me like, "No, mommy, you take it side." You were not talking back. If it's talking verbal conversation, it's talk me. I brought. She brought woofer. Oh, you can shout. I have slap. I will reset you. In fact, yesterday, after a week, I just told her, come and hug me. This fight I've not finished. I used to be, I don't reset you, I don't do my own, I don't go. When you get out, somebody will not tell you that they did not train you. Even if I'm not your biological mother, I stand in the place as your mother. So I should be able to tell you what is right. If she remembers that slap next time, even in the next 10, 20 years, she remember that I lived with Auntie Dami. She will take no. That's how it starts from. This girl go down, they stand with her mama, but you people didn't see it. Because those are the kind of children. If you can stand with a complete stranger who happens to be your lecturer, who happens to be the person who should instill knowledge, the knowledge you are looking for, this person has it. You want to collect from this person, but you cannot even bring yourself. It's parental deficit. Dear men, don't be giving women pregnancy again. They don't need it.
Wow.
A
lot of things.
It's terrible.
No, so
for me, I'm going to come from a different perspective. You know, because these days our school, they are all after making money. It's a money-making business, most importantly, than even, you know, making sure that discipline happens in their schools. Because I've seen a situation where, for that girl, first of all, I'm going to say that it's possible she must have seen somebody who has acted that way and nothing happened to him in the school. What happened to those days that when you do something wrong, you'll be suspended or expelled in the school? These days, they don't suspend, they don't expel. In fact, when you do something wrong, you will come back, you still see that same child in that school. For that child to have that guts to face a teacher in that school and even want to even hit that teacher, it's supposed to be, the first thing that it's supposed to do is to send that child home. Let the child go home, take a break.
It's even a university.
No matter what it is. It's a university. So it's the same thing. So you should expel the child, and you should do it make sure that you do it in front of everybody. Let everybody see, so that other people, if you have plans of facing a lecturer, you know that when you face any lecturer, you come out. This is what's going to happen to you. Because the way these children are growing, if you see the way they react to things and the way they take laws into their hands, you know that there has to be a high kind of discipline. You don't have to hit a child. Because when the child is in university, you know you can't hit that child anymore.
The one will belong to me or the one will belong to me.
You can't hit that child. But there are certain, like that expulsion or that suspension is the right thing to do. I was in school one time, and you know, because we're not allowed to, like, I came from a strict family kind of, and I went for bonfire. My dad came to look for me and he saw me. He's like, oh, this is what you came to do in school. He said, come. We went back home. I stayed at home for 2 weeks. I cried. We were practically begging him, please, let me go back to school, You know? So some discipline like this, it just involves that the school should take to make sure that that child goes back to school. But when we look at that money that we are making, we'll be like, by the time we send this child away, we send this child to school, that means we are going to, we are going to lose that school fees. And the child will go to another school. And the funny thing is that the child will go to another school, they will absorb him.
We also have badly behaved adults.
They will absorb him.
It starts like this. So
before you get in, before you jump in, let's take a call from Fumilola, calling from Ikorodu. Good morning, Fumilola.
Good morning. Am I on your view?
Yes. We are live.
We are here. We can hear you. Okay. Welcome to the show.
Okay. Please, on Omide, give me scale.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
We should start supporting women to women. Let's stop it. Because all these children, we should stop involving them in our matters.
Okay.
No matter the dispute between couples, don't let us involve these children. You don't know what the mother have discussed with the children at their early stage. You know, we women can manipulate things so well that will make us dislike their dad.
We can hear you.
Okay, so this involving this little one in our matters, we should stop it. Number two, that boy doesn't have any right to face the auntie like that.
Okay.
If the boy was really well trained, fine, he was under pressure. He was mourning. You understand? But don't you have any right to face the hands like that? Because if this is a public thing, it doesn't speak well about the boy at all.
Okay.
It doesn't speak well about the upbringing of the boy at all. And number two, the man was saying, the man said, anytime he wants to go and say hi to the children in school, their mother will say he will get arrested. So what do you expect him to do?
4 points. Thank you, Lola, for your contributions.
Can
I think she...
Can I ask a question, please?
Lola has gone.
Lola has gone.
Let me be asking her in the house as she's watching.
Okay.
Because she mentioned that the man said, and I also said it, that the man said anytime he tried to reach out to them in school, the mother would go and arrest the teacher. Was the mother coming from Yaba left? Was she not... People think she's not okay. Because there must have been a series of events that will be between her, the man, and God alone. And now our people will say, "Na person we won't like go say the person we go support and they heaven."
Because we're
she's
not
gone. Okay. We cannot hear a side of the story anymore.
Well, we would take it at face value that this is what he said, because we're discussing this. All this conversation at face value. We're not really part of it, but at face value, if he says he tried to reach out and she prevented him, maybe that's why they were so desperate that they did not take into consideration
inappropriateness of the location.
Exactly. But I still feel as the adults, they should have done better. Then there's this part, sorry, there's this part I think I should have addressed when we talked about it, about the boy being called out as being rude because he responded to his auntie that way. Recently, I saw a video of a girl. She's an American military person. She had traveled to a country, maybe Thailand or so, and she got on her phone talking about that she had just been raped. You can see her lying down, blood everywhere. You know, she's been raped. And then some people are talking to her, and she's answering them rudely. Some people in the comments, how can you be talking to us rudely? We're only trying to help. How will anybody help you? You know, I was like, this person found herself in a strange country by herself, and she has just said she's just been raped. She does not owe you good behavior right now. Put into your mind what she must be going through. And that anger could possibly be why she's also responding to some people that way. She says, my friends know, my real friends who know me, and the rest of you, I don't know who you are. Do you understand? But sometimes we're so, this is our ego. Yeah. She's not speaking right. She's not responding right. She's not respecting me right now. And so because of that, everything she's going through, I don't want to have a, you know, I don't think she deserves the bad thing that she's going through. So I think that's something we need to look at differently. That child deserved our grace at that period because he was burying his mother. And the way that he was approached, I think was wrong, not the right time, and he responded that way. But he could possibly, you know, could very well be a well-behaved child, but at that point, let's give him grace for the way he behaved.
Let me just
go back to...
Yeah. So, last caller, thank you. It was very important that we reiterate it. We say it all the time. Don't bring your children into the crisis they are going through. The children tend to see, though. They see by themselves. But even in marriages, husband and wife together, I find that sometimes the husband and wife are quarreling. Go and tell your mommy, go and tell your daddy, I'm not talking to your daddy, and then you say things in anger to your children about a husband you are still married to. And the husband might say things in anger to the children about a woman you are still married to.
Even if you are not married.
Even when you're not married, just don't get the children involved, because what you say, you might forgive and move on, but it's still registered in the mind of the children. So please, let's protect our children, badly behaved adults. So Ikoyi Club has a list on the wall of people they've barred, and they have what's the word? It's not exiled. They are not allowed, excommunicated. They are not allowed to come. They are members who are not allowed to come. Why? Bad behavior. Okay. You speak rudely to the, you know, because everybody is a big boy there. So you now tell the staff, do you know who I am? You are gone. Slap them. You don't come here and say, do you know who I am? You don't come and be rude to anybody, because there are rules that guide them. But the list is long, and you see the big names. So it means that I was like, so these big names too are inappropriately behaved. Yeah. But that's the thing. When there are no strong consequences, people will think they can get away with their bad behavior. With children, with adults, we need to have stronger consequences. This girl, strong consequences. The lecturer, strong consequences. I can be angry with you and not beat you and slap you. You are not a baby. So, yes, you are misbehaving. It's like the case of what happened with the children, that young boy, I think it was in an Abuja school, where the teacher said that he pushed me twice and then I slapped him. And then the parents showed up and we could see where he got it from, because the parents came and slapped the teacher as a way to show you know that there's a family problem that needs to be resolved. Stronger consequences. Slappy, slapper.
Oh, go to slapper. No, but that thing is outside. It's not appropriate to slap another person's child. I will never do it. That's why I was asking Rama today, is it your child or my child? I slap my child, you say I commit offense. I didn't slap her because she didn't do nothing. I slapped her because it was, this thing is, I hold you now.
I've trained you better.
You were the one that erred. Okay, lastly, what I now did, after the whole, I now called the boy. And I told him, I said, let this be the last you ever touch any of my girls.
Thank you.
And now I told him in front of other people that, see, even the boy, I will tell you that I have managed his anger in the last 4 years that he has been living under my roof. Because I told her, I said, if he was Sadiq before, you go down take Bobby by now. Because your head go don't carry duplex.
So that means someone would say, what would you teach him not to slap when you resort to slapping when there's a problem in the house? But let's take Matthew from Abuja first. Good morning, Matthew.
How are you doing? Yes, I want to sincerely appreciate the program this morning and for the program you came up with. Let me quickly contribute to two of the clips you have discussed. Number, the boy that appreciated the person that helped him. Honestly, I want to even join the boy to appreciate the person that helped him, because somebody who has gone through what that guy is going to right away. Honestly, we appreciate what they've done for him. And to the glory of God, I want to tell you that they've liberated that guy. And it is my prayer that that boy will be able to uphold what has been done for him. And be steadfast also to do better for somebody in the future as well. Because the guy was born with a rusted spoon, not even a silver spoon. But to the glory of God, the rusted spoon has become a silver spoon today. That's number one. Number two, this of Oji Junior. You've got to used to say, Sheko Sagba Nile Wani. The reality is that Jumi and our ex-husband they might have behaved in their own way of life. Unfortunately, they brought their children into it. And the stupid part of it is this. I'm sorry to use the word stupid. The stupid part of it is that the man, in fact, I will abuse the man with all languages I may not mention. That you are so down to the point that you can't hold your home. And you don't even know what, children. If you have got the woman, it's that madness. You know how to take a woman to the closet. You know how to sell the proceeds of that closet, the result of the closet. What a thing that are you doing? Okay, you have to take that issue to us alive. But because you would have got to the next of making sure that you do carry out your responsibility as a father. There's nothing for many men on the streets that you know how to cook to the closet. You don't know how to take care of the children. Who to help you think you are as a man? You brought the children to the life and you need the children to suffer. At the point of the death of the woman, your family now start running their mouth stupidly. It is not done. We should learn from our mistakes. This man has committed a very serious crime. It is not done. Yeah. May the soul of that woman rest and may God provide helpers, brilliant helpers for those children in Jesus' name. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matthew, for your contribution. Sorry, but I didn't want to make you the topic of conversation. You're not, but do you want to
I just wanted to encapsulate it, saying that I had already now warned the boy because from the inception, there was a rule of there must be no fight. I live with about 10 people. So know how we'll have frictions. But because there are sometimes that even in our homes, you are chastising your child, and because daddy will pamper him at that moment, he goes to daddy, and daddy says, don't mind your mommy. You are not making the child see that essence. That was why when there was a slap, there was a counter slapping for her to know that no, we're all on the same side. Anyway. So sorry about that.
No, before we go, before that, I was wondering if we have any comments that we'd like to take.
We have a lot of comments. We have a lot of comments. So if we're going to go back.
Okay, should I just take our last story and then we'll take the comments together? We have our very last story for today. Alex Perez, the ex-wife of singer Harrysong, has announced that she is giving up custody of their two children, aged 4 and 3. In a video shared on social media, she accused the singer of sustained harassment and emotional distress following their separation 2 years ago, a development that has now sparked public concern over custody, parental responsibility, and the welfare of the minors involved. Ladies, did you see the video? How did you react to that? What did you feel when you heard that story? I mean, this is a story that has actually been online for quite a bit. I thought it had finished, and then now here is an update that doesn't sound quite palatable to me, at least. Anyone would like to go first?
I think that this one I'll just put it on across board, and I'll say Nigerian parents, Nigerian fathers and mothers, that we hold on to so much pain at the detriment of the entity that comes from our loins. We deprive them so much of things that they should have, that we'll now be doing Shalaye FC later. We'll not be having to explain. We'll not be having to explain, because how do you tell me that a child that was never there, when two of you were doing oosh, ash, chasing yourself inside of the parlor, going into the bathroom with the way God created you, they weren't there. You use your attitude, the connection, to call them into this world. God answered your prayer. Why suffer them? We do these things too much. And we are seeing the result of broken homes, children from broken homes in the society. And we still want to continue. I think that girl, at some point, gone were the days where maybe women will say, I know, I hold on to my children, I will fight. But sometimes if you don't also fight for your child, you don't know the next person who would handle those children. Would they be able to handle them as much as you will? Because a man fighting for custody of age 4 and age 2, age 5 and age 2, 3 and 2, under 5, how do you want to really take care of them? Are you victimizing the girl and using the children as a score point? You people are using the lives of your company. It's not like two people form company. Okay, we are not doing again. Must the company crumble for you people to score a point or to prove a point? Nigerian parents should do better. You see, that's why I say men should stop giving women pregnancy. Women too should stop collecting. If you know that you are not ready, see, parenting comes with a lot of baggage. We are the first mentors. So you that you don't really have anything upstairs in your building. How do you want to instill discipline? How do you want to?
Okay, so for me, I think we need to do more when it comes to marriage in Nigeria, especially in this kind of environment, because whenever anything happens in a marriage, the people who bear the whole thing are the children. And the issue where you say, okay, try as much as possible, don't fight in front of your children, I don't think that is possible. Because even when you don't talk in the house, the children pick it.
Yes.
They pick it. Sometimes when I have issues with my husband, you find out my children will come and meet me, what's going on? They know, because when we start keeping malice or we're not talking to each other, they will see all
body language.
Things. But at the end of the day, it's the children that suffer most whenever anything happens in the marriage. So when you are having issues in the marriage, you have to, at any point, no matter how old that child is, you have to kind of like, if you know that it's going to head towards maybe everybody going their separate ways, start putting the child, start in their own way, at their level, start talking to them, making them understand that, look, in every union, there's always conflicts. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, let me interrupt you because we'll be cutting off to join a live broadcast of the commissioning project in Safi local government area. Viewers can continue watching Your View by scanning the QR code showing on your screen right now.
Okay. So you see, you definitely have conflicts happen between husband and wife, but you should be able to explain to the child, show the child, explain it, so that the child will start getting into their head that, okay, see, there's fight, but this is what's happening. At the end of the day, it may lead to separation. Like this issue of that funeral of the guy. Somebody said in the comment section, that the mother must have put a lot of things in the child's head before she died. That's the only parent that the child knew. And if at that particular point in time, the father really wanted to be in the life of the child, you will know, because you see that the child will not even be, he will not snap the way he snapped at the funeral. You understand? And again, if you know that at that particular point in time, any member of your family is not going there to make sure that these people are going through, go through it well, then there's no need sending that particular auntie. That auntie is not supposed to be there.
Let me hear.
If you knew that she was going to go there and then start,
yeah, talk about Harrysong'S, custody, no custody, 3-year, 4-year-old.
Going through.
Okay, Harrysong'S.
They are going through trauma. And while they are going through trauma,
they are passing their children.
They are publicizing the trauma, and people are allowing the trauma shape culture. This is not normal. It's not normal to say you're giving up on your children and then you set a camera to record it. It's marital crisis. Marriages go through challenges up and down, and we get coaches, we get therapists, we get counselors. We go for counseling, not set camera and record. Now, when she's done that, the conversation for me is, please go and pay a counselor, pay a therapist. They are two different people. A therapist understands how your mind works. A counselor understands how marriage works. Counseling and coaching to help you move from this phase. A part of me that just wants to understand the pain she's going through feels like maybe she just wanted to say, so that these children can see it in future, that I didn't want to give up on my children, is why she's putting it out there. But you can record and keep it and put the date. I recorded this on this date, that my children will play it in future and know that your mom did this. She didn't want to. It wasn't easy. This is why I did it. It's a family thing. Enough of all this thinking that Instagram comments and social media comments will be your therapist. They are not. They don't care. They don't send. My life full my head. As I leave this show like this, everything we're discussing now, I remove from my head because I'm facing my own life. So when you put your life out there, you put yourself to be subject to people's comments, people that have no life, have pain in their own life, putting out whatever it is. No need. Get coaching and therapy and heal yourself for the sake of those children to get the help they need. And most importantly, those children need to have sessions with a counselor and a therapist as well. When a child is caught in between two families, I had, like, about 3 years ago, my kids were always fighting. It was a major one. I booked sessions. We had sessions with a therapist over and over again to help understand, why are they still fighting now? Yes, but we fight and we resolve faster than when I didn't understand it then, and I'm not trained to understand it. But the coach was trained to understand, so she helped me to put it in perspective. It is not a bad thing to seek counseling. It's not a bad thing to seek coaches. They are trained to help you navigate the emotional states, your emotional decisions you are making. Please. And if you're a celebrity or you have public life, public figure, please have people around you that can advise you. Not everything that you quickly just put, so that you will get some crisis management experts around you to guide you before you go and put things out that cannot be taken out of social media space at the end of the day. And my heart goes out to this lady. She's such a pretty young person. Her life is ahead of her. I hope she gets it right. She gets both of prayer. Both of them get it right, so that they are able to raise the right children for us in future, because these children are part of our country in future, good or bad.
Please comment. There's a comment. Somebody said that I feel so sorry for children. A lot of them are traumatized. That's in summary of all these our topics. We're just trying to say that children are going through a whole lot. Okay. And again, but in this case, as long as the mother doesn't have mental case, they are better off with their mother. They are still tender.
Somebody said, Mr. Nice 322 said he will take them to family members that don't have their time. Parenting your own biological child safe is tiring. Talk more. One you didn't birth. Let the better parents have the kids and they co-parent.
I like that. So who's the better parent? The one that is financially able to do it, or the one who is emotionally better at it but does not have the finances to do it? How do you
That's
co-parenting?
why no, but if bring what you have.
If you have to pick, but if you have to pick, that's an ideal situation where they understand that it's co-parenting.
Well, I think they should be with their mother.
Person can
I think
money.
They should be with their mother, because of course their mother, you know, there is more that a mother can bring to the table.
And my people said nobody can back the baby like the mother of the child, by not Mrs. Mother.
I believe the emotionally stable one. It doesn't. Sometimes we assume that the woman is the most emotionally stable. No, you might be surprised to realize that the man is far more emotionally stable, more emotionally available.
The age is
no matter how small. There are people. Yes, there are people that have raised. I know someone who as a man, he lost his wife and the kids were really small, and he raised, the last born was 10 before he remarried. He raised those children and they are well behaved. Men can raise children. It's not a gender-based thing. If the man is more emotionally balanced, that's the person handle the children.
In conclusion, which of the stories you took today stood out for you?
I want to be happy. I beg.
First story? Okay. Debbie, what's your favorite story? Let's quick.
Story. All these drama people. I didn't like it.
Rabatu, how about you?
I just want us to do more for our children. We should be there for our kids, especially that OAU University girl that was quite rude. We should enforce that there's discipline in our schools.
Yes. Our young adults, we need to do better the way we carry ourselves. I don't know where we're coming from, but honestly, it's a no-no to stand up to your teacher and an adult and be going back and forth with them. Nothing deserves for you to put yourself through that sort of embarrassment and judgment. Thank you so much, ladies, for such a fantastic conversation. Dami, thank you for joining us. I'll bring my dictionary next time. And our viewers, thank you again for joining us on our show. Don't forget to join the Pidgin version tomorrow, Saturday. Have a good day. See you next week. Bye.